And the Yorick has been something they've struggled a bit with before, has found its way into the meta as Gathan, now finally going towards what we wanted to play.
But you can run away easily, even with the jail coming
the ring and amplifying tome. He hasn't changed too much after all.
Crowny continuing to get aggressive in the lane. Marlon once again going for the underneath, gets the hook off here. Doesn't really have much mana. Crowny's been ignited though. Barrier's been forced out. Marlon not going to go away. Gets the lockdown. Natter, can he find a little bit of extra damage? Flashes over the bubble. Natter secures first blood. Marlon takes a dip.
The flash into Lucian, fantastic stuff so far in that early game.
Yeah, really nice to see that as well, because normally it's actually lost return as he takes those first dragons. We are seeing a fight though breaking out. Velia gonna have to throw some what damage out. Bubble does land here on to Natty. In jumps Marlon, goes for the flash, doesn't connect though with the lockdown, but they find the pop back and Peng able to find the kill. Ruddy, 2 on the board. Natter continues to chase forward, gets a bomb on his head. Crowny's putting some extra damage in as the bomb goes off and they're all going low. That's gonna be the revive. Hook comes out and Ruddy Sack are gonna be forced to run away. Marlon being hunted here. Dashes away to safety. Ruddy
don't have a lot of defensive items on the side of Los Ratones to be able to withstand all the damage coming through from Ruddy Sack, as well as saving multiple people. Resilient ult. It is this time going to be the Dragon, and Baus is getting a little bit beaten up right here by the Yorick.
He's getting quite low. Gathan actually may have enough for the solo kill. Maiden's doing the work. Feat of warfare as well. Gathan with the solo kill. And as you can see, that might be one of the first times we see Los Ratones give up that first Drake. They take them all.
Look at Velia, he's playing to Fog of War. They haven't seen him yet. If they overextend, they could be the punish. One bubble is all that needs to land to get that trundle in. But Ruddy Sack for now, they're not getting baited. Level 6 on the Pike.
Oh, Nata has to ult away there. Marlon looks for the lockdown. Good pillar comes in. Tied away from making his way forward. Natty jumps in. 1 kill already over. Bubble hasn't quite hit. Goes in with the ultimate. Nata's putting more damage down. He takes out Velia. Finds the Q. Onto Crowny. Nata flashes forwards. Crowny takes it. And Ruddy fumble the play. Double kill for Reckless.
But then again, the over-aggression came through and easily
no,
shut down.
Marlon! I don't think he's getting away. Crowny, that's his first kill of the game.
He's playing towards there, but it is mostly the Void Grubs that they're focusing on. And you see how the Yorick versus Jax kind of works early game. Obviously, Snapey Jax. As Marlon's around the corner, but I don't think they can do much.
Yeah, they are going to secure themselves a single grub, although in jumps Natty, goes for the smite. Gathan in the middle of everyone. Reckless finds himself caught by the hook and taken down. Gathan secures the kill. Marlon flashes over, finds the stun. Velia will fall. Gathan gets the double kill. Natty continues to chase forwards as he gets it. Ruddy Sack are back.
They all assembled so quickly, and props to Gathan. He pre-charges the wall onto Reckless. That is a flashless Nami. Pins him in there, Marlon pulls him out, and they chase them one by one. They've got fantastic chasing ability. As Marlon's waiting around for possibly Baus to overextend. It's not going to be the case, but another great fight, and this is going to be 2 Void Grubs secured right there for Ruddy Sack. Marlon, can you get the Q?
Oh, misses the Q, unfortunately. Baus able to break away. He actually jumps in, throws down the Grandmaster's might. Gets caught inside the cage though, can't go for more. He does have flash, but I think that might be a little bit optimistic here. Just gonna clear the wave away.
Good play from Los Ratones.
Yeah.
And again, I have to give major props to Marlon for showing up.
Thrown down the realm, that's gonna be the Resurrect coming out here from Nemesis, but that Chrono Shift is not gonna do much. He flashes away from Marlon's lockdown. The calculation works out here as Baus finds himself in a 1 versus 2. Grandmaster's Might's been thrown out for him. Hits level 11. Natty's going to chase forwards, and it's just able to make it. This will be feat of strength for them, secured if they can get it. And I don't really think there's much of a contest coming in. I mean, Baus is getting chunked out topside. Junglers doing camps, mid lanes, well, bot lane's mid lane. Yeah, Ruddy, take that for free.
Can they get him? That's the question.
Minion's going to block there. They've got the wave crashing in. They've got the Maiden. Gathan's going to make sure this one can happen. Throws the cage out. Baus trying to play the escape game. He's able to evade away on the Q. Chases forwards. Baus is locked down by the Vault Breaker though. And X marks the spot. Gathan secures the kill. Tower will crumble. Very well executed.
Very well played by Natinat. He charges the Q and misses on purpose so that Counter-Strike gets off cooldown. Because if you hit him and then you get Counter-Strike under tower, you're going to be stunned and take the tower shot. So well played by the Vi. Has to flash. The flash is over.
Velia looking for Natty. I didn't think he was in danger. Finds the knockback with the Q. That's going to be the kill. Gathan answers out, though. A 1-for-1.
That's
Damage coming out from Nada, though. Starting to explode a little bit in power as we do see the tower fall down in the bot side. Gathan doing the Yorick thing of just constantly sitting inside lanes, blowing up towers. It's ironic seeing a Jax be a victim to that.
He's actually very deceptively good at team fighting as well.
Yes.
Specifically when the second item is going to be completed right here. He's got already his Trinity Forces. The mid lane tower is going to fall for Ruddy Sack.
Gaming, isn't it? Velia can't even really do much.
Jailed.
Caught in the jail. Got the monkeys on him as well. That's a nice chunk out. They're just going to back off. Ruddy playing a controlled game. This is what I wanted to see.
Second items are slowly coming through. You mentioned the Wraith Blade. We have the Hull Breaker. Second item is going to come really soon. Full Pang as well, most likely with Shadow Flame in his inventory, and it's really going to...
Over his opponent. It's a 1.5k gold lead for Gathan over Baus. As Marlon getting heavily chunked out here, has to jump away. Baus flashes in, locks down Peng and Nata. Nata's low HP, has to flash the wall himself. Baus can't go for the
It's
wall.
going to be handshake. Atakan, full referral. I kind of like this handshake right here from Ruddy Sack because they do have that mid lane still standing up.
Yeah.
So they could potentially use that Herald to take down that mid lane tier 1.
Well, there's the Herald down. They may actually just use Nata to take it. As Ruddy, Gathan, unaware of where everyone is. I think he's in danger. Caught by the slow. Got the double bomb locked down. Tidal wave thrown out. Gathan incredibly low here, worth a lot of money as Crowny gets himself the shutdown. Very patient. And with that gold, he's just closed the gold gap and taken it over for himself. So nice little pick up there into this. You got to jump into a Pike, into a Aurora, into the Vi most scarily is I'm going to have to interrupt that because they're jumping in. The lockdown there. Nada goes forwards for the kill. Baus jumps in, finds the lockdown onto 2, gets the chrono shift off as well, jumps out. It's a 1-0 for Los Ratones.
That was a very great engage right there from Los Ratones. Good counter engage by Ruddy Sack, but I think Marlon missed his ult on the key target, so the execution did not go through from the Pike. And right here, Los Ratones, they have numbers advantage. Nata no flash.
Caught by the pillar, no ultimate available. Crowny takes the kill. I'm pretty sure that's the IE finished up for him. And this Lucian spiking hard as Marlon is on the hunt and interrupts into Velia, finds the lockdown. Peng gets a whole heap of damage off. He just They can give this dragon up. They lose nothing for losing this dragon. Yeah, they lose soul, but like all they're doing is slowing soul down and opening the base up in response. Ruddy just have to play this super carefully as Gathan gets in. I think he misclicked a little bit there. He's just going to jump away.
I think he tried to threaten the tower because if you do die, when he gets stunned.
They're jumping in onto the backline. Natty is blown up. Velia finds the kill. Peng has to jump the wall. Marlon getting that locked out. Big, big mistakes coming in from the side of Ruddy. All they had to do was pressure topside and play it chill. They give Dragon, and they probably don't take this tower either off the back of that one. Although, Gathan, I don't know if Nemesis really has the ability to stop him. Yeah, he's got Demolish. He's got Hull Breaker. That tower's down. Inhibitor will be left open for now, not taken.
And this is why we were raving about the 3 dragons that Ruddy Sack have taken. Because now with these 3 dragons, they can buy time for Gathan to absolutely demolish the lanes, quite literally. Talking about demolishing in Gathan, they're looking to demolish him.
There's the pillar to find the lockdown onto him. Gathan is getting absolutely exploded. Big heal comes out from that Q, but it's not going to be enough. Velia takes the kill, and that could be, like you said, Baron. Ruddy Sack are trying to finish Baus up in the meantime. Marlon chasing in, they find the lockdown. He misses the ultimate. Baus jumping away. Peng has to flash him for the kill. I don't know if they can interrupt this, though. Natty's in the area. Can he make the hero steal happen? There's no vision, actually, for Los Ratones behind the pit.
They have to give it up. They have to give it up. If they can't stop him from getting into the pit, they have to give it up. Super low on mana for Nemesis as well.
Good pillar into the double bombs onto 3. Big lockdown. Velia's going to chase forwards. In comes the tidal wave. Goes through the goalposts. Los Ratones get healed up by the redemption. And Ruddy Sack just going to quickly grab the wave, grab pressure, and back off.
The resets are coming through from the side of LR. Nemesis, Nemesis, Nemesis!
Nemesis! In the middle of Ruddy Sack caught in the lockdown. Chrono shift forced out. Can the rest of the cavalry come in time? No, they can't. Nata will take the kill.
And let's see how
Baus is in the area.
he TP'd on the top lane, completed the Riftmaker. This is some pretty low HP bars for Nati, not a low mana bar for Nata.
Could be dangerous. They've got Peng on one flank, they've got Marlon just playing flank on the other. They're going to immediately jump in onto Reckless, but the culling comes out, and Nata is deleted. Gathan's trying his hardest to hold this one as Nata has to disengage. Natty trying to find that opening, find a massive chunk out. Gathan flashes forwards. They're going to jump and try and finish up Crowley, but Crowley's just playing around the edge. Marlon misses the ultimate. That's going to be a kill for Crowley. Gathan pinned in place. Baus locks them down. Ruddy Sack had the game in their hands, and they drop the ball. Teleport coming in. Peng has to 1 versus 3. Caught by the lockdown, caught by the pillar. Lost. Ratones are back in the game.
Not like this, Ruddy Sack, you can't do this.
Quite be there when Nata 3 items in, hasn't got
AP
defensive
Kai'Sa
item
as
either.
well, right? Like the AP items coming through, most likely voice up for something. Brownie?
Brownie able to do a fair amount of damage there to Peng, but actually gets answered back out onto Velia, getting chunked as well underneath the tower. Brownie's doing his best just to get some damage onto this tower, try and open it up, but Natty's been pulled over. Gathan being a nuisance in the side lane here. They're going to throw the tidal wave down.
God.
Nata is annihilated. The slow is too much. And I think Los Ratones might just be looking for the end here. They've got the Baron. Gathan going to be getting pulled back. Baus has had to reset and defend top lane. So maybe that's enough to just force them away for the moment.
That's a great rotation right here. Baus pushed the wave, TP'd back, sorry, reset back, went for the wave that Gathan was pushing. Then Gathan has to reset because they lost a member. And Baus did the hard work right there. He pulled the wave up, but that's all Los Ratones are going to be able to get.
I don't think they can really do much but let this dragon fall. Again, it's not even soul point here. Ruddy Sack have had good control of the dragons this game, so...
Your W, so if an E lands, QWQ will land as well. Crowley with insane poke onto Gathan. Someone has to defend mid lane from Ruddy Sack as well, and Los Ratones will take that chance to push that wave on the tower.
Ruddy were thinking about looking for a play. They do find a cage onto Crowley. He just dashes out to safety. Tower slowly but surely being whittled down. Baron will be falling off about now here for the side of Los Ratones. So Ruddy going to be able to hold on. The nice little hook on the Velia, nothing too major. They do lose the inhibitor very quickly though. Gathan doing his best to
They
hold.
have to respond, which means the last outer tower defense is going to fall to the hands of Los Ratones, and I think Ruddy Sack right here are going to have to make their last try for defense in this game.
Baus is in the mid. Massive chunk out of the health bars there. Huge burst from Peng, but Baus is coming on the flank. He's going to get caught by the lockdown. Not going to let that happen. Nice play.
The base.
Peng looking for the damage, but the base is open. They need to defend. Solid kill, though, for the side of Ruddy Sack.
Props to Peng right there. He absolutely chunked Los
Good
Ratones.
state right now for the side of Ruddy Sack, so they can look to try and just skirmish and force out something.
All
Maiden,
seven.
not long for the world, sadly. Is Crowley just going to throw down the culling onto Gathan. Gathan actually evading a lot of it. In jumps Natty to try and play the hero, but he is going to get blown up. Reckless takes the kill, looking down onto Nata. Nata will be taken out. Baus finishes him up. 2 members of Ruddy Sack remain. Gathan caught by the slow, throws the cage in, gets caught by the bombs, and pop goes Gathan. Baus will take another kill. Marlon will be locked down as well as he jumps over the wall, got the bombs on his head. Baus will just flash after him. There is the ace for Los Ratones. The base will fall. 35 minutes on the clock. Los Ratones are going to finals.
Back-to-back finals for Los Ratones.